What's up, everybody? My name is Josh Zura, and today we are going to be repotting this Portulacaria afra bonsai. It's now April, halfway through April, and he's got some new leaves coming onto him, so he's ready to go into a new pot. This pot got cracked last year, so I'm going to be putting it into this pot here. It's just a tiny little bit smaller, but it should be no problem going into this pot. So I've got my hook here, and I'm just going to start going around the outside, working it down, loosening it up. I live in northern Canada, so this guy's been inside all winter long. Since, I guess, early October it was when he came inside. And I actually moved to a new house in December. And it was a bit of a shock to him. It got a little bit cold on the drive over. It was real cold, like -30 out when we moved them, so it didn't take it too well and lost a lot of its leaves, and I just kept good care of it over the rest of the time up until now, and it's started to recover and get a lot of new strength and new growth in it, so it's nice and healthy again. So I'm just working all the way around here. This guy's only been in this pot for about a year, just over a year now, so it's not too root bound in here. Shouldn't be too bad to get out, but we'll see. So I just worked it around the bottom there, or around each edge. Then I'm going to tip it up. And I'm going to just see if it'll come right out for me. Beautiful. That was perfect. So you can see this guy's cracked on both sides here, all the way up there, and then on the other side too. So I just want to get it into a nice new pot here, and then it'll be good to go, looking nice. So I'm going to probably have to work down the soil a little bit to get it to fit in. So it's a little bit big right now. So what I'm going to do is just put the pot back off to the side. I'm going to take my root rake here. I'm just going to loosen it around. Kind of break that soil up a little bit. Now I'm not going to disrupt the root ball too much. I want to keep it pretty intact. But I'm gonna loosen this off here, and then I will trim the roots back just slightly. And then that way it's got room to grow in its new pot. The Portulacaria afra is quite a hardy plant. You can cut them back quite hard. You can remove a large mass of roots at a time, and they handle it quite well. But today we're just going to trim it up a little bit. So I've got my scissors here. I'm just working around, just trimming back, just to where the soil line is. You can use whatever kind of scissors, it doesn't really matter. I use these guys. They're spring loaded, they work pretty good, but I also have these as well. They work alright as well. These ones are better for the thicker roots, of course, and a little bit tougher. So I think the depth is going to be pretty much the same, so we don't really have to take much off the bottom. We'll trim it up slightly, though it's a little bit grown in down there. Give it some new room to grow. Pull out the old screens. Alrighty, so we gotta trim it up a little bit here, and we'll just do a dry fit, and we'll see how it's gonna go. If we're gonna have to take a little bit more off, or if we've got enough. So it's pretty good, but I want to take a little bit more off, so that way it's got a bit more room to grow in there. That way it's not so crammed right off the hop. Here's the old screens, we'll reuse those. I'm just going to take a little bit more off on the sides because it's still a little snug. So last year when I potted this guy into its first bonsai pot, it came from a very large pot. It was in a 14-inch wide pot, and it was about 10 inches deep at least, so it had quite a big root system on it. So I did quite a reduction on it at that time, but and it handled it well. It was early winter last year that I did that. Alright, let's see how that is. That's beautiful. So I'll slide this guy back here. So it looks quite nice in there. Very nice. I love these brown colored bonsai pots. They suit the trees very nicely. I'm from a city in northern Canada, and we don't have any sort of supply for bonsai or pots or trees or anything like that. So I had to drive an 18-hour trip one way to get myself all these pots and stuff that I have, and the tools and everything. But it was well worth it for sure. Alright, so now we are going to fill her up with some soil around the edges here. And then I use a chopstick here, and I just work it in around the edges here, get all those holes filled in. So it's looking pretty good. I'm going to trim down some of these loose roots on the top here. Clean it up a little bit, make it look a bit nicer. Beautiful. Just got another scoop of gravel soil here. I'm just going to spread it around. Beauty. So I'm going to trim up just a few of the loose ends here. There's a couple strays off to the side here. That's pretty good. So yeah, I'm gonna let this guy sit dry for a day, and then I'll water him tomorrow. It's already quite dry, the soil. I find these guys like quite a bit more water than other succulent plants. Yeah, so he's filling in nicely. He's recovered good. Quite happy with it. If you're still here, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.